Hi, it's Sajjan Elanthur, and in this video I'm going to show you how to customize our ebook, aka the training guide that is included in the PLR package. Actually, that is the first module of our PLR package. So let me open one of the ebooks and I will show you how to edit our ebook. So this Master, this is the product. I have downloaded it in my computer. So let us begin editing our ebook. For that, as you can see, this is first module, training guide. Just double click. You can see a PDF version and a Word version is included there. Before making the editing, as I always suggest, make a copy first. Let me make a copy of the Word version as we are doing the editing in the Word, and paste. So we have a copy here. Now we can play around with this copy. So the original copy will be safe. So even if we make any mistakes, no problem, as we have a original copy there. So that's why I always suggest to make a copy before you playing with it. So after making the copy, let me double click and open, as I have already Microsoft Word installed in my computer. If you don't have Microsoft, you can open Office. That is another alternative of Microsoft Word. You can do the editing there also. Hopefully you all have a Microsoft Word, which is an awesome tool. So once you open your training guide in Word, let me zoom it a little bit more so that I can see it a little more clearly. Now it is 100. I want to put 150. Okay. A flat ebook cover is placed here. You can change it if you want to replace it with a beautiful. It is already beautiful. I mean, if you want to replace this cover with your own cover, if, for example, you already have another e-cover, you don't want to use this existing cover, you can always replace this with your new one. For that, just delete this one. If you want to replace it with the newer cover, then go to insert and pictures, this device. You can insert any e-cover from your computer like this. So but in this video, let me use that e-cover as it is. On the second page, we want to pre-sell our deluxe package, the video course. That way we can make some sale also. So that's why we have given this upsell image here. You can edit this text with your upsell page link. That's why we have included the deluxe package, so that you will have an upsell along with your front end product. So once your upsell page is ready, you can link it like this, highlight this one, click here to download the video course. So when somebody is going through your ebook and they see this link, you can just click this link and buy your upsell product. For that, just highlight this area and link it. There is a link given here. Insert link. Then you can put your upsell page link here. For example, zoommaster.com upsell. If this is my upsell page, I can insert it here and press OK. Always remember, put your upsell page, not the one I have shown you. Okay, then as you can see, there is no table of content we have given, because if you want to edit your pages, always the table of content will change. So that's why it is very simple to insert a table of content. I will show you. Once you have done all the editings, we can insert the table of content. I want to insert about myself, or I want to put a disclaimer here. Click on insert, a page break. So you can see a blank page is created here. A disclaimer, if I want to put my disclaimer here. Arial 14. You can put the font is in red, so I want to change it. If I want black font, black color, I can use like this. Or if you want to have the same font that is used, most obviously we need the same font. we can copy any of the part like this, just paste here, so that we will have the same font. The font is used in this ebook is Calibri, and the font size is 12. I can put my disclaimer. This product blah 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 blah, whatever your disclaimer is. If you want to put your disclaimer, it is not necessary, but I am showing an example how you can edit the ebook. So let's pretend that we already placed our disclaimer here. Then I'm thinking that I want to put a page about myself. For that I can come here, and again I need a blank page, so go to insert and put a page break. So you can see a blank page is created here about myself. As I want this as my heading, for that you can go to home and apply heading, as it will be in a different font. We can easily recognize as this is a heading about myself. And disclaimer also, you can, if you need the same style, you can just press the heading 1, so it will be formatted as same on every heading. So about myself, you can put about yourself. Hi, my name is Sajan. I am an internet marketer, and my mission is to blah 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 blah, whatever you want to write about yourself, you can do it here. Then after that, after making the editings and everything, finally if you want to put your name at the end, you can do that, or in the beginning, wherever you like, you can put your name, and for example Sajan, and you can put your website link, and you can insert your image if you like. That is basically the editing we want to do, and always you can change everything or anything you want here. That is very simple. For example, you want to add something with this paragraph, so you can come here and just type it, like this. You can add, delete, anything. That is the beauty of the PLR. So now let's pretend that we have done our editing. Now what we want to do is we want to insert our table of contents. We want to make it newly, as we don't have a table of contents here. So for that, let's decide where we want to put the table of contents. In this case, I want to after about myself, after this page I want to create a blank page. For that, just go to insert and page break, so a new blank page is created. My cursor is here, so here I want my table of content. But for the table of the contents to work in Microsoft Word, we have to make sure that it is formatted correctly, means the heading is placed there, otherwise the automatic table of content will not work. For that, it's a simple task I will show you shortly. So a blank page is created. We can create the table of content here later, but before that we have to do little works here. As you can see here, those we are putting in headings, it will appear on the table of contents, and also the subheadings will appear. I will show in a while, so you will understand more. But before that, we have to do some more work. As you can see, this is the first chapter, but it is in the image format. It is not mentioned anywhere here. But don't worry, for that we can do, let us create a heading 1 format here. For that, let me just write introduction, as I want to appear this heading on the table of contents. Introduction, just type it here like this, and just highlight this portion go to home, and as you can see here, you can see heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. So many styles are mentioned here. As this is heading 1, right now Microsoft doesn't recognize which are our headings, because we have our headings in the image format only, but in order to make sure that our headings is included, then only it will come into our table of contents. So that's why just write it here, introduction, and just click here, click on heading 1. As you can see, it right now a heading 1 is created, and when we create the table of contents, it will appear on the table of contents. That's why we are doing the editing like this. So introduction is created, and let us go to chapter 1. This chapter 1 also, it is in the image format. So Microsoft Word cannot recognize where is our chapter 1. So for that, let us put chapter 1. What is Zoom? The same thing put here. What is Zoom? Like I shown, just highlight chapter 1 like this and click on heading 1. So it will also appear in the table of content. When I show you, you will understand it more. So now let us create all our chapters like in the heading format. So chapter 1 is created already. Now let's go to chapter 2. Just go like this. Chapter 2. Why you need to use Zoom in your business. Exactly the same heading as this. So just highlight this portion and just click on heading 1. Always remember it is in, when you click on home, you can see this. So chapter 2 also created. Now let's go to chapter 3. Chapter 3, getting started with Zoom. Getting started with Zoom. The same procedure, just highlight and click on heading 1. Let's go to chapter 4. Chapter 4, Zoom tips and tricks. Zoom tips and tricks. Highlight this portion and click on heading 1. So chapter 4 also created. Chapter 5, the power of Zoom webinars. The power of Zoom webinars. So let us make this as a heading. Chapter 5 heading also created. Now let's go to chapter 6. Chapter 6, setting up and scheduling your Zoom webinars. Just highlight this portion and click heading number 1. Now chapter 7. Chapter 7, personal strategies for increasing engagement with Zoom. Highlight heading 1. Chapter 7 also created. Then let's go to chapter 8. Chapter 8, things to do in Zoom meetings to increase engagement. Highlight heading 1. Then go to chapter 9. Don't worry, we are about to finish. Chapter 9, Zoom for business best practices. Again, highlight and click heading number 1. So the last one is conclusion. Just write conclusion and make it as heading 1. So now all the chapters are created. Now I will show you how we can create the table of content. Put my cursor here because this is where I want the table of content to be inserted. For that, just go to the option references. When you click on references, you can see table of contents, and then click on table of contents. So when you click here, you can see built-in formats here: automatic table 1 and automatic table 2. Just insert this format. We can always change it later if you like. So let me choose this first option. As you can see, our table of content are created already, and we can edit the table of content if you like. Yes, I want to change the heading as table of contents. If you want to make it bold, when we make our headings bold, it will automatically come in table of content also. For example, just click here, update table. We can see that this introduction, as we have just bold that heading, it is bolded already. We forget to bold that heading, so let us bold it again. Chapter 1, what is Zoom? Bold. Make it bold so that in the table of contents also it will appear as bold. Chapter 2, bold. Chapter 3, make it bold. Chapter 4, bold. Chapter 6, chapter 7, bold. Chapter 7 and 8, chapter 9. I also want this to appear in bold. So last one, conclusion. Let us make it as bold. Now you can see that it is not, the changes not appeared here. In order to make that changes appeared here, you have to just come to table of contents and click on update table. Click on update enter table. You can see that the changes are in effect. So in that way you can make the changes. Now what we want to do is, as the page number, so you can see there is no page number given here. It is very simple. You can insert the page numbers by just go to the insert tab. You can see an option here, page numbers. See, page number. Just click on page number. If you want to make the page number on top of the page, you can select this option, and if you want to appear the page number on bottom of your page, you can click the option here. So I want to my page number is to be at the bottom of the page. Let me choose the bottom of the page, and the style I like this one, plain number 2. Let me choose this style. So as you can see, the page numbers are inserted here. That's it. That way we have created our table of content and page numbers. Everything is done. Let us see everything is good. As we have inserted the page number, we want to update the table of contents again because there were no page numbers earlier. So after making any changes on the pages, make sure that you update the table of contents so that the table of contents will be updated also. So for that, just click here, table of the contents, and put on update table. In this time we want to update page numbers only, so click that option and click OK. So here the page number also updated. Let us see whether it is correctly updated or not. For example, it says that chapter 1, what is Zoom, on page number 9. Let us see whether it is correct. For that, just control plus click to follow the link. Let us see whether the page is correctly inserted here. What is Zoom? Page number 9. Yes, it is on page number 9. What is Zoom? Let me make sure again. For example, chapter number 9, the table of contents saying that chapter number 9, Zoom for Business Best Practices, is at page number 38. Let me check it. Control click. Page number 38, Zoom for Business Best Practices. Correct, we have done. So as you can see how simple it is to create a table of contents and page numbers or whatever the editings you want to do in your training guide, aka ebook. It's very simple. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.